Hey there, everybody. This is Magnum Pi. I'm here with Teku, Golgotha, Vahilo, and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative Zero. So glad you could join us again for Rifts, the Devouring Swarm. You'll notice we kind of changed the background a little bit. Some comments we had been receiving and some of the kind of requests to know where people were, I decided to get a little tactical here. We got a hex grid where every hex is 2 feet wide. We're going to use some of the power of Roll20 to do the movement measurements and stuff like that. And that's kind of the relative positions and relative sizes of all of the players on the field. And you can see that on the right and left are the bigger tokens for our player characters, just so they can have access to their SDC, their hit points, their armor, all that stuff to adjust, and the like. Yeah. So, how we doing there, guys? Been a little bit since we've actually played.
Yeah, no, should we give a weather report or should we desist with that? Are people getting tired of that is what I'm asking.
Well, I don't know. Let's find out. If you guys are getting tired of our weather reports, let us know in the comments. If you love the weather report, also let us know. It's the comments that drive the channel, really. YouTube seems to be changing how its algorithms work and things like that. But don't forget to subscribe and like if you do like what we're doing. But comments are the best. But yeah, go on, go.
Because if you do care, it's been cold as fuck.
Yeah, everything's flash frozen here.
It's not fun.
I think it's the first time that when we talk about it being incredibly cold, we're all on the same page.
Yeah,
it's not incredibly cold
everywhere.
It's not incredibly cold here, but it's below zero, and it's so close to zero that it'll rain during the day, cool off at night, and then we wake up skating.
Oh, that should be some good driving.
Oh, I've seen a couple of cars, not so much on the road anymore. Yeah.
Well, I did a 380 when I was coming back from work today.
A 380?
Nice.
Yeah,
He was in the middle of making a gentle turn, so it worked.
Yeah,
out
exactly. I wasn't even turning that fast, and all of a sudden, holy shit! I've just turned around completely.
But I just wonder how you got that extra 20 degrees. Are you? You're really?
No,
okay.
It's not as.
Sorry,
it's not
360.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what were you turning with a protractor? Like, what were you doing?
To be fair, it probably could
For
have
the
been
record,
380.
math
I
is
think I
not
did over.
Golgie's strong suit.
This is true. I don't do math. Numbers.
I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. I just assumed.
Yeah, it could have been 380. I think I did overturn.
Although I did learn the other day that if your car has a very poor battery, like if it's due for replacement, once you get it started, make sure you turn off that auto start-stop feature. Because I saw somebody stuck in traffic and they said their car shut off at a red light. And the battery wasn't strong enough to get it going again. And it finally clicked. All these cars that I see sitting in the middle of traffic.
That's
it's
where
not
it comes
because
from.
the car broke. Well, I guess it's because it broke down, but yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think of that.
I had not made that connection. Not unlike the battery.
The more you know.
Now, you learned something new today, and I hope all of our listeners enjoyed that little piece of automotive maintenance.
Yeah.
Do.
I mean, it works well that I'm the operator and I'm giving car maintenance tips.
That's right.
You
That's
can
right.
picture it.
Yeah.
You picture
Very
that.
on brand.
You knew what I was doing. You knew what I was doing.
That's right. So I guess that means that Teku's going to have to give manipulation recommendations of other people's minds.
Yeah, just how to mind fuck people. Yeah.
That's right. And
That's
I
not
guess
a thing I do on the regular anyway. It's probably fine.
I guess DT is all about throwing stones. How's that doing there, DT?
Not too bad. Just finally happy that it's not negative 35 outside, and that's pretty much it. Because you know how much I love the weather report.
Well, yeah. For our American friends, negative 35 Celsius is awfully close to negative 35 Fahrenheit. Negative 40 is where they cross. So negative 40 is negative 40. But yeah, it's been cold. But you know what? It's actually winter now, which I don't mind. I don't mind winter. But maybe I'm a weirdo.
That's why one of the reasons I've been looking at property in France. It's never going to happen.
I do enjoy that it's been cold enough for long enough though to kill any of the like the insect larvae that would be coming out in the spring when it starts to warm up.
Well, yeah, because it warmed up,
Oh.
right? And they were going to start to.
Two
So
weeks of -35 Celsius.
yeah,
Is enough
Generally
to
do
do
it.
that.
That's true.
cool. So, who wants to play some Rifts?
I do.
Oh, good, cool.
Me too, please.
May you have some
suppose.
more? Yeah, you suppose. Oh, well. All right. So when we
I
last
was
left...
just here for the weather. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye. Yeah. So when we last left, we had the end of one round of combat. We're actually at round 2 now. And Senate had just initiated at the end of that round a tackle on Sue. So that's a 2-attack move, and so at the beginning of this round he will complete that. We just have to determine our initiative order. So if we can do that, let's go ahead and do that.
All right. I'll click on the character. And
That a nice healthy roll of 5 to start things off.
Fuck you.
Bar wasn't set very high,
Sit at
but
your
there you
5.
are. There
I
you
will
are.
sit at your 5. And raise you a 1.
Yeah.
ooh. Back to our shitty rolls.
Yeah, well,
What do you mean
I'm
back.
back.
to our shitty rolls?
I'm
I
back to
haven't
middling.
left.
Yeah.
You know, the kicker was I had 2 really shitty rolls last time we played, but Sheriff had even shittier rolls, so it still worked out for us.
Oh yeah, the Muppet fight. Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
Don't get mad if the description is
Holy
accurate.
shit, those
okay?
are shitty rolls too.
yeah, everybody's kind of not doing well.
Let him go. Let him go. It's fine.
I've got
Hey, for the record, he's got like 2 17s in there.
yeah, that's fair.
2 17s, 1 17.
117. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's the
Well, it doesn't really do much because she's kind of in the position. Oh, that's 22 point.
That's the magnum we all know and love.
That's right. That's right. Bring me to Vegas sometime, boys.
You know, it's funny because I had forgotten how many potential enemies we have on the board right now.
yeah. No, so did I. It's
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are not here. There we go. Let's put these guys in order. I appreciate that the banter goes on while we're doing these initiative rolls because, you know, without that, it'd be awfully dull.
Or you could just edit it out and be like, here we are.
Yeah, sometimes I've done that, but when there's good banter,
Yeah.
I leave it in. Sometimes I have to even stop and laugh for a while and then edit it. There we go. Well, Portland's not going last.
woo.
Really? How do I
Really?
roll a 1 and not go last?
Because the full
Because
conversion
some
Borg is
people
still
are
dazed.
Still tranced.
Oh. Whoops.
All right.
You beat the coma patient. Yeah.
There we go.
Vegetables smooth, man.
All right. So, yeah, we will start with Sue. Sue is still netted, and it takes a full 2 rounds of trying to damage the net for her to try to break out. So, she will. What's she going to do? Let's see.
Well, he you know, the Sheriff Quentin did say to everybody to stand down.
Yeah, that's true because you got him you got him at sword point, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she is she can do things without anybody noticing. That's the thing. So that's what she'll do.
That's true.
And Quentin, yeah, he just kind of has his hands up and just kind of looks at you. Your move, Cyber Knight. Samson, power armor, all kind of waiting. Juicers, they are, yeah, they're kind of holding back their punches. Senate, you are going to complete the body block, or what?
Yeah, we've come this far, and she's not really laying down willingly.
All right, so look at that. You hit her. She can't dodge. She will not take much damage because she's in armor, but you do knock her down. So she is also prone, in addition to being netted. And, yeah. All right. So you've done that. Well done. And, yeah, Sir Luke.
I'm going to look at him and say, I want everybody to put down their weapons. I want everybody to, power down. Ideally, our friends in the power armor will leave that. And let's have a discussion.
All right. And, yeah, he he's like, all right, you heard the man. Let's point those weapons somewhere else, guys. And they all start to go through the like, what is it exactly that you want them to do?
Weapons on the ground, and everybody who's in power armor, I would like to not be in power armor.
That'll take some time, but
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
all right. So they will begin to the rest will take their actions there to then set the weapons that are in their hands on the ground. And yeah. Cool. Juicer 1 just kind of stands there inside the bubble. Headhunter 1, he sets his weapon down. The Predator, he comes to the ground and lands slowly because he's in the net. Headhunter 2 also sets his weapon on the ground. Samson 1 sets his weapon down, well, lowers his weapons, and starts to go through processes, I suppose. Gotrek?
With everybody putting their guns down, is there anyone that's kind of pointed somewhat at somebody else?
Not anymore.
Just like the
Not
barrels
anymore.
kind of
They're even
direction.
these guys that have come around the corner down at the bottom. They are, they're putting their weapons down.
All right.
So what are you doing?
Well, I want to get a weapon,
Well, you can pick up the weapon
but
that's
I know
on the
with
ground.
everybody
No?
putting their. Well, I could, but I'm thinking that's going to just cause everybody else to pick up their weapons and aim them at me.
Well, if they do, Luke currently has his sword at Quentin's throat, right? And he's kind of been telling them to comply. So you are on the...
Yeah, I'm going to take Headhunter 2's weapon.
Okay, you pick it up. Cool.
I'm going to pick that sucker up.
All right, Portland?
I am going to. I'm not actually really am going to do. Yeah, pick up his weapon, eh? Yeah, let's go really bad, real quick. You're pretty psychotic. Oh man, do I know he's psychotic or not? I'm not sure yet.
Who? Sorry.
Do I know that Gottridge is a psychotic?
Yeah, no, I don't think you've really noticed that he is just hell-bent on killing these guys. Or, well, getting, blaming them for everything. Yeah.
That sounds great. Yeah, well, I really don't have much to do. I am by a Sue.
Who is on the ground now.
Gosh, who's on the ground now?
She can still see us, which is unfortunate.
I know. I don't know if I should. Can I cloud of smoke her eyeballs? Like just her eyeballs?
Well, you could flip
Can't
her
see
over
anything.
face down and step on her head. If you really want to make sure she can't see.
Yes, that is a great idea.
Okay, cool.
Can I do that and make a stone? Just curious. Can I just
No,
start
I think
making a
you
stone?
the
didn't you
stone
already
is
make a stone?
yeah. The stone basically gets
Yeah.
made as you throw, like in the same action that you throw it. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I flip her over and put her head down so she can't see shit. That'd probably be a good idea so she doesn't fucking do anything. Yeah, let's try that. Let's go with that.
okay, cool. I just want to try to get a measure of how long it might take with her resisting you. Can you just give me a strength check? Just roll a d20 and
Is
see.
that all
Yeah,
right? Sure.
basically whatever you roll. If you roll under your strength, then you'll do it on that turn. What's your strength?
That's physical prowess? No, that's physical strength.
Yeah.
My physical strength is 8,
Okay.
so I rolled over it.
Yeah. So it's going to take 5 actions worth. So basically, by the end of the round, you will have put
Oh my
enough.
God.
Well, she's just resisting you. That's all.
Yeah,
You're not very strong, when she's.
I know, but it kind of just sucks. Like I'm rolling so shitty, and then I roll a 13, just when I didn't need it.
Sorry.
Continue.
All right. Back to the top. Sue again is resist. That said, she will be occupying herself resisting you, right? So that's going to occupy her to not be flipped over. Quentin is still standing there with his hands up, and yeah, he's like, well,
Well, indeed. Sorry, that was that actual question.
yeah, that's all he said. He's kind of
Okay.
Samson Power Armor Juicer. They've kind of stood down. Senate.
I'm gonna help Portland
Okay.
flip Sue
Okay.
while saying, "Get on your fucking stomach."
Okay. The two of you then will overpower her quite easily then. Yeah. All right, Sir Luke. Quentin's looked at you and said, well,
Once everybody's out of their armor and the weapons are down, which is good. Why don't we go and have a bit of a talk?
where do you want to go?
Well, I'm just going to wait for people to be out of the armor, and then we'll decide on a location.
Okay, so that will take quite a while. That will give people a lot of other chances to act here. So everybody just kind of hanging tight here.
During the interim, I would try and remove Sue's helmet.
It's under the net. She's still magic
She's
netted.
pinned.
She's
You wanna-
she's not
you know, say-
okay. Two things.
I'm
She's
saying the
she's
support- yeah.
she's not pinned. B, she's in a magic net. Right.
Okay.
So you can't get into the magic net. Right. So
Am I able to pin her through the net?
like, do you
doubt it.
have wrestling?
No.
Okay. So the only way you would pin her then is really just taking your action to make sure you continue to hold her down. If you have the pin move, it means you basically
Yeah.
get them in a submission hold that they just can't get out of, right? In this case, you're going to put your body mass on her, I'm assuming, and hold her down, which is not quite the same. She could potentially, get out of it, but not likely given her current condition. But that's fine if that's why you want to occupy. What I'm going to do is overlap Senate's
that's
token and her token here.
So can I hold her down while saying to Portland, get her helmet off. You might have to lose the net.
I could do that. Or you can just stick her down to the ground as she faces downwards.
You could glue her face to the ground. That would be very funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. then you have to remove the natty net.
Well, it's almost your turn. Gotrek, you got the gun.
So I'm going to point it at these two headhunters. And as I point at them, I just want to say, same thing. Helmets off, on your chest.
All right. Portland.
All right. Well, maybe I will. Well, he's on her, right? So he's got her pinned down, it sounds like. If I remove this net, I feel like she's not gonna be able to get up anyways. And then yeah. Okay. Well, I will. What are you thinking here? What am I gonna do? Did that guy move over?
Yeah, sorry.
Moving all the icons?
I forgot to add them to the initiative order, so they moved last. That's all.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, will I be able to do this in two turns, like, or in one turn, or to remove the nagging net and then take off her helmet?
Canceling the net, I don't believe takes an action. So.
Okay. So I will cancel the net, and then I will remove her helmet.
Okay, you begin to, you for an action, you can remove her helmet for sure.
Okay.
So your goal here, guys, is just to wait till people get out of their particular arms and armor?
Yeah, my idea is that they get out of their armor, throw them their weapons, and then where the headhunters are, face down, basically.
Okay.
Cool. There's a problem with that plan, Golgi.
What is that?
The effects that DT and I have, well, I should say Portland and Senate have used don't last
You're gonna
forever.
wear off.
And taking off armor takes a long ass time.
Especially power armor.
Yep.
So, good plan. Do faster.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Or just kill the guy. That's not a no, just so you know.
It's also definitely not a yes.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case,
when it gets around to Senate, I do have other things I'd like to do.
For sure. So Sue will be complaining as you try to take off her helmet. Quentin will just have this stupid-ass grin on his face as you have a sword to his throat. And Red is actually going to get rid of this wall of fire here.
Thank you. That was very kind of you.
And Nathan will just glare at Senate.
Nathan or Nathan's brother?
Nathan, over here.
Oh, I would have no idea even now that you
I know.
told me, so.
I'm just letting you know that he's glaring at you. Headhunter 3, he kind of surveys things. And, the Samson stands. Juicer 2 and Juicer 1 and Juicer 2 just stand inside the bubble. Juicer 3, he will move to the bubble very quickly. He's there almost instantaneously. The partial conversion Borg standing over here. He sets down his weapon and kind of stands back up surveying the grounds here. This guy looks like a humanoid rat. He kind of surveys as well. Senate, your turn.
So Red is heading in our direction?
He moved toward you, and then he paused there and got rid of the wall of fire.
I'm going to call him over and then look down at Sue, who is still complaining, and kind of give her the old shut up. back of the head.
He's like
face
4
down in the
feet.
dirt.
He's like 4 feet away from you,
Oh,
right?
okay. Well,
So,
in that case,
yeah.
we just start talking to him, Portland
Okay.
and I.
What are you gonna say?
I'll start with, you had a discussion with my friend here about potentially moving on.
And it's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm going to look over at Portland because I'm going to defer to the person who actually had this conversation.
I suspect he doesn't want to be outed.
And you
Sorry,
RP
sorry.
on your side of the battle
Sorry,
map,
sorry,
I'll
sorry,
RP on my side
I'll
of
be
the battle
quiet. I'll be
map.
quiet. I'll be quiet. I'll be
Go
quiet.
on your
Sorry,
side. Go back over
sorry.
there.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Quentin is your dance partner. Go dance over there. And from there, I'll just kind of hold Sue by the back of the neck, again, face down in the dirt, because
Well,
mind reading psychics are gross.
it's kind of the
The
pavement.
mind reading psychic,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Road rash is that's how you exfoliate, I think.
One way. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Portland? Or sorry, not Portland. Sir Luke.
Red. Oh, never mind.
Sir Luke.
All right. Well, I'm also kind of surveying the scene, seeing if there's a place there, where Quentin and I could talk quietly someplace.
Well, you could go back into the burning building back here.
Well, that seems
There's still fire and smoke in there. That's,
Yeah. Well, I'm actually going to call to Red. Hey, Red, do you think you could do the same thing you did with that building?
Okay. You call that out. He's in the process of replying to Senate, so.
Sorry, who's replying to Senate? What?
Red. What Red was replying to
Yeah.
you when Sir Luke called out to him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Sir Luke, anything you want to do, or?
Just waiting, and
Okay.
like I said, surveying the area, seeing if there's a place where we could talk, and later on, like as soon as things are straightened up, as soon as people are in a position where I think it's feasible.
All right. Cool. Headhunter 1, still standing there. Power armor now landed. Headhunter 2 also, well, he's looking over at Gotrek, who's got the gun pointed at him. Not really complying. Samson's still standing there. Gotrek? Now, these
So if
weapons,
guys
these
just
weapons,
looking at me and not complying, I'm gonna yell.
these weapons have been turned off. Remember,
Sorry, go ahead.
these weapons have been turned off. Right? His gun wasn't working.
Yeah. So I will use my my telemechanic mental operation.
All right.
I guess I can just use my telemechanics because I'm touching the machine. Yeah. So I can save some ISP and just use my telemechanics to turn it back on.
All right. Portland.
Okay, so with Red
Sorry,
beside us.
for the record, I'm just turning this gun back on.
Right.
Oh my fucking goodness. Anyways, with Red being as close as he is to us, I am going to announce that, listen, everyone here, my non-decisive friend over there who cannot make decisions, I'll let you know that we would really appreciate it if you just left this town and its people be. You create enough problems for them. They really don't want you here. And we've already sent a few of your people outside the city limits. They are waiting for you. We have not harmed them. They are waiting for you. If you could kindly do the same thing, there will be less bloodshed. I would really not want more bloodshed.
Wait, am I the indecisive friend?
Yeah.
Decisive. I know what I'm doing.
You can't hear this. I'm picking on my side of the park, dude. Anyways, so Red, what is it you need to make this happen? I'm assuming you're third in command.
I don't know if I'm third in command, he says, but I think it's Quentin's call. Isn't that right, boys? And some of them kind of look
Oh,
between themselves,
which?
right?
Okay.
And they're just kind of, you know. Quentin looks at the Cyber Knight, says, if you want to talk, we can talk.
Okay. I do. Let's
Do
go
I
for a
hear
bit.
this? It's still my turn. I'm just curious. It's still my turn.
Yeah, sorry. You can take an action as well as talk, but I wouldn't do any more
Okay.
talking,
Well,
or that's
Quinn, I'll
gonna.
give you this. Quinn, I'll give you the same ultimatum you gave us earlier. If you don't make a decision to leave here, I'm gonna put a rock through this chick's head. I'm gonna count, and I'm gonna do it, just like you did to those two mechanics. Okay? Make a decision. I'm gonna count real slow.
Then he looks at you. He looks back to Luke.
I'll look at him and say, you should probably leave.
He looks around, and Sue just kind of looks back at him. Is this town really worth it? Is it really worth it, Quentin? And he says,
That's what Sue said, right? That's what Sue
yeah,
says.
yeah, that's what Sue says.
She doesn't want to die, I presume.
Yeah, well, you've wrestled her helmet off. She's not netted anymore. And yeah. You're just gonna let him do that, huh, Cyber Knight?
Nothing has to happen if you leave. And I think that's probably best for everybody involved.
Is that you choosing not to leave?
And he
What it
just,
sounds like.
yeah.
Just want to make note that by the time it gets to my turn, if we're looking at turn orders, it will be 3 seconds by the time it gets to me. Just throwing that out there.
It will be count of 3, yeah.
Yeah,
So
just throwing it out there.
you've probably said 1 already, yeah. And,
Already, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just say to them, people make their choices, whether I agree with it or not, whether I like it or not. Even if I wanted to stop them, I'm not close enough to be able to do so. You could stop it right now.
It's like, don't kill her. Don't kill her. We'll go. Just release us and we'll go.
Sound good. Leave your weapons here, your armor here. You can leave. As free as a bird.
You're going to send us out there without weapons and armor.
Had this conversation already.
Yeah, we have a plan. Don't worry.
To be fair, you already don't have armor.
Ooh.
Just had to rub salt in that wound, didn't you?
I really did.
All right. Whose turn is it again?
We're kind of back. We're kind of back to the top of the we're near the top of the initiative order. So these guys are,
Sounds good.
I mean, they've essentially surrendered. If you're going to follow through, you could follow through.
Yep.
But he's like, well, leave. But you guys want them to
Gotcha,
leave
yeah.
all of their armor behind. And
Well, at least their weaponry, and those who have weaponry with armor is going to leave their weaponry with armor here.
While you're doing that, I'm going to look at Quentin. I'm saying, I'm willing to bet you're not quite as defenseless as you might suggest.
yeah, The one Samson who is netted says, "I'm not leaving this armor behind, Quentin. I've worked too hard for it." And the headhunters kind of nod their heads, right? You know, you didn't buy this armor. You didn't outfit us. What do I care if she dies? What do I care if you die?
Ooh, some dissension.
And Quentin looks back at you through a broken helmet and says, "Is this really what you're going to do? Let her die because you want some armor?" You're about halfway through the turn.
Let them argue. Shh.
Oh, are they arguing with them or me?
They're arguing with each other.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were arguing with me.
Well, Quentin turned to you and said, "Is this what you're going to do?"
Oh, so he's arguing with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll say, okay, well, let's have a discussion about this. You're concerned about the dangers of the wilderness. We're concerned about you coming back and doing something stupid. You understand, our concerns, right?
The other Samson, or sorry, not the Samson, but the Triax, who is on the ground now, netted. He says, "I'm not concerned about the dangers of the wilderness. I'm just not giving up something that I've worked hard for. This armor didn't come cheap." You wanting me to give up my livelihood? For you?
Well, I'll look over and say, well, that's a discussion we can have then. That's something that's important to you, right?
Yeah.
The reality is,
Senate,
you expected this town. The point is, you expected this town to, by and large, give up its livelihood for you.
"The hell are you talking about?" says Quentin. "We didn't expect them to give up their livelihood."
Well,
So the burned out buildings, the people hanging around in fear.
Burned out buildings was a result of misfire.
So I said, look, I understand the rationale that you have here. I mean, I really do. Our concern, of course, is the danger you propose to the town and to us and the people within the town. That being said, there's a greater danger. Which is, you guys should know. If
you're trying to spoon feed this to them, I don't think this is a game of call and response.
Are we at 3 yet?
You're getting close.
I love good cop. I'm done with your shit cop.
Yeah.
It's a great dynamic.
The swarm. The swarm is far more dangerous.
And you want to send us out into that, huh?
Well, here's
feeble verbal manipulations are not.
And now,
we're getting real close to 3. So,
yeah,
we did say
you're going to want to recognize the 3.
Yeah,
he did
predators.
Say that they were going to leave.
Yeah, he commanded they were going to leave, but then you guys put the stipulation of leaving all their arms and armor, right? So, yeah, Samson 1. He's
arms, then.
Samson 1. He's like. Right, he's still kind of dazed. He's just kind of sitting there trying to make sense of it all. Gotrek, you're on.
And what have the headhunters done?
Just standing there.
Standing there?
Yeah.
Between their helmet and the back of their neck, because I'm assuming that this guy has his back faced to me. Maybe
it's fully environmental armor.
So it even covers the neck, and there's 0.
It would damage the armor. Yeah, it would damage the armor, right? Yeah. It wouldn't kill him, but it would damage the armor.
I'm gonna put my rifle right up against his neck. You're right
All
up
right.
against the armor. Okay, and I just want to say, so there it is. Drop your weapons and get the fuck out of here. And we'll see what people decide to do.
Portland.
Are they moving to drop their weapons and get the fuck
They
out of here? Just
all of their
curious.
all of their turns are done now. It is your turn. They've
Well, I said 3 seconds.
that's how they spent their turn. Now, also note that these two guys back here are still netted. This guy can barely even point at anything. This guy is completely dazed. These guys have already set down their weapons. Right, so they are already unarmed. This guy moved. Sorry,
Okay.
they are already unarmed. They just are not unarmored. Right. So, but these guys couldn't even begin to take off their armor. This guy certainly would be doing it very slowly, and this guy can't take off his armor. He's a cyborg. So
Okay, so I see this. Okay. All right, fine. Okay, I'll make a statement then. Red, could you please lead these people without their weapons? They can keep their armor without their weapons out of town, then, please. I'll keep the armor. Not going there defenseless. But drop your weapons, and if you lead them out, that'd be greatly appreciated. I will give 3 more seconds before I blow her head off.
right, and Sue, of course, is first. And yeah, she's like, "Let's just go. Let's just go. It's not worth it." Quentin is it's like, "Lead the way, Red." Red says to you, Portland, "I don't think those guys are going anywhere netted like that. And they're not going anywhere inside that dome. You want to do
That's
something
fine.
about that?"
We'll lead them out last.
All right, boys.
After you're gone, we'll lead them out last. Is that fair?
That's not up to me, he says. All right, we'll get
So does
moving.
that satisfy your needs?
And it's like, "Let's get going," says Red. And anybody that can walk, they begin to walk. So these guys are the ones that can go. This guy's kind of staggering around. He can move a little bit, but
Oh, you can like one of those headhunters can probably help him, like guide him through. No.
they don't care. They're just walking.
Okay.
Portland, you might have to.
I will command the cyborg to walk as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, he doesn't go very fast, but
That's okay. He's had a hard day.
He's doing his best.
yeah,
He's trying.
yeah. Are you letting Sue up?
Before I do, I'm gonna look at Portland and say
Yes.
she is one of the most dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Pay very close attention. Now, am I within arm's reach of the pistol that she had?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to use electrokinesis to reactivate it and aim it at her while standing up.
All right.
I think she made her point. For some reason, I believe her that she is going to want to leave. We have shown her the mercy she needs. Right, Sir Luke?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm
And I'm
actually
like
pleased.
literally
I'm pleased as
my
punch.
eye is ticking at this point.
All
Seeing
right.
that, I'm avoiding being. It's like I don't want to be anywhere between Portland and Sioux, but I also don't want to be behind Sioux for when the rock comes. Oh,
Because you get the splatter. I understand
I'm
what
in the
you did.
splash zone again. Fuck.
All right. So Sue stands
Okay.
up and turns back and looks at you two.
Don't. No. She starts to turn her head and finds there is a barrel in her temple.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
am already there saying, don't you fucking do that. I know
Okay.
those tricks. I
Yeah.
am those tricks. I'm not sure who's older, but I've been doing them longer. Eyes ahead.
Can I have my helmet back?
I'll carry it for you.
Oh, you're coming with us?
I like. Well,
Let's see you out of the town to make sure you guys leave.
All right.
might as well.
Do you do anything about the other few around here?
I
Well,
will actually.
are they far enough away? These other people, like, can I
They'll
still
they'll
see
move
them?
pretty quickly.
Fast.
Yeah, I just haven't dragged them off the map, but every hex is 2 feet, so
Oh,
they
okay.
move pretty quick.
Good, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll sweep. I'll sweep behind to make sure that there's no stragglers.
Just curious. Where is Sir Luke right now?
Behind, like he's around. You guys haven't
He's
really
far
moved.
behind. Okay.
You guys haven't really moved,
Okay.
right? Like the only people that have moved
Right.
are these guys. If you're following after them, then that's cool. But
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. All right.
So that's what you guys are doing, is following, like herding them out.
Yeah.
I can't go too terribly far because I am going to eventually drop the bubble and get the juicers out of here as well.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
it's fine.
wondering.
And I'm
Like,
going to.
are you getting rid of the?
We can do more than one trip. We can come back. I will tell the juicers, just hang loose for a sec. I will come back. We will get you out of here. There's, believe it or not as many of us as there are of you.
All right.
I want to follow them out of town.
Cool.
Are they out of town yet? So we can start moving these other guys out?
No, I'm just trying to get an idea of who's going with them right now, because I don't know who's hanging back, who's walking. Like,
Well, Portland
I'll,
and I
ha-
are walking behind Sue.
I'll hang back.
okay, you hang back. Senate
kinda
is
watch
going
the-
after Sue. Portland also. Yes. No.
Yeah, those guys are on that net for a while, right?
It's only been a few rounds now, right? Maybe 3 rounds, right?
How many rounds they have even? Can't remember how many rounds they have.
I can't remember. It's quite a while.
It was on the order of like minutes.
Like 10 rounds. No, that's
Yeah.
Oh
minute.
wow.
No,
Yeah.
it was like I forget how long it was.
It's like
I know
2d6
I know
rounds
the
or
shield
something.
is- The
I'm
shield
just trying
is
to
like
get-
half an hour.
Yeah, I'm trying to gain round. I'm trying to just estimate how long it would take for me to get them out of town and then move back to get these guys. That's all.
It'll take quite a while to get out of town. You're going to walk them out of town. You're kind of in the, I don't know, like the south end of town. You're pretty far in from the gate, right? It's not that, it's a bit of a walk. So yeah, it's 2 rounds per level, so it'll be 10 rounds that those guys would be netted for. So that's 2.5 minutes. So it'll take longer than 2.5 minutes to walk these guys out of town.
Okay, I'm gonna stay back then as well.
Okay.
You want me to go with them then?
Nope, that's fine. I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
I don't have helmets on, so I'm not too worried about that.
Who doesn't have helmets on? Sorry.
All those guys that are walking out don't have helmets on.
No,
Right,
they have
took their
helmets.
off.
No, they didn't take their helmets off.
Sue doesn't in the red.
Sue was the only one
Oh, yeah.
that doesn't.
Sue in
Quentin
red.
doesn't.
Quentin doesn't. Quentin's helmet, well, he does, but it's damaged beyond, it's not providing him any armor.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't. This guy doesn't. The juicers don't, but the headhunters do. They have helmets on. And, of course, the Borg.
I'm most decidedly not worried about the headhunters.
Okay, but you're not with them.
Yeah.
No, but
I'm glad you're not worried about the things you're not dealing with.
I could be there pretty
Yeah.
quickly, though.
Sure. There's a lot of them. That's all.
Well, the headhunters could be dealt with in pretty short order. The other ones might not be so much, but
Well, as long as Gotchard shoots Quinn in the head, and Sue
And
dies. I
until
think
you
we're
start
pretty decent.
rolling ones, but
well, fair enough. Fair enough.
oh yeah, like these guys are not getting out of town without me firing some shots.
Oh, what?
Jeez.
Oh. So I'm sorry, is the triax armor walking with us?
No.
Or is the triax armor stuck there?
It's netted. It's not stuck, but it's netted.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So it can just leave of its own accord anyway, right?
Yeah. They would need to get unnetted. This guy
Oh.
guy is back here. He's slowly going, right? Like he's totally bewildered.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, he's having a bad time.
yeah.
So as we're walking past to the triax predator, I will assume that this is Nathan's brother and say, I'm sorry about what happened with Nathan's armor. I tried to get it back to him in one piece, but Sue had a slightly different plan.
You call that out as you're walking by. Okay.
I feel bad.
and
It was my
Nathan-
intention to return it.
Nathan there says, "You still have the armor?"
Nathan?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, it's in the on fire building, which wasn't my doing.
Oh.
Why I'm subtly indicating that was somebody else's indicating with barrel of rifle doing. I was being upfront with you and honest when I said I have no quarrel with the bulk of you, but this town needs to be free. All the while side-eyeing Sue, and if she turns her head even a little bit, Splatterville. Tail for two.
So I don't get my armor back, he says. He stops and turns and looks.
I mean, if you could fish it out of the burning building, if it's any good.
I can fish it out, I'm sure.
Can I look at Portland and request that Nathan be unnetted for the purposes of
Portland
following through on...
Okay, so let's get a better hold on things, I guess. Let's jump back here.
So Teku,
Yes.
if you want to lift that force field, their guns are already down. If we want to get them all at the same time, we get to get them all at the same time. That's fine with me. If they're giving up.
For the purposes of brevity, I really don't mind. Because to the
that's
juicers,
fine.
to the juicers, I would say, hey, I chose the non-lethal option for the second time that we've had dealings. I think we're getting a better understanding of each other. So for what it is, be cool. Nathan, I would love for you to... Yeah, Nathan, I would love for you to go get your armor back because I did tell you that it wasn't my intention to screw you over. I can't walk into an inferno. You seem confident. If Portland's cool with it.
Yeah, I'm
don't
cool
know,
with
walk in-
that's having them go. If they're willing to go and just go, then go.
Yeah.
That's fine by me.
I'm most inclined to trust Nathan at this point.
Okay. So if these guys are willing to just go, you're going to let them go?
Well, I mean, I'm going to lift the bubble on the juicers after giving the little non-violence preamble. I'm happy to let Nathan grab his armor, and then we'll sort of march everybody out of town.
Okay, but you were already marching everybody out when you started the conversation with Nathan.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Well, if they
Yeah,
need to
like
walk
you
away
guys-
behind us, is that viable? Because
I think so.
Gottrich and I can walk the first group out. They can walk the second.
Okay. So you're yelling back to Portland as this happens. So cool.
Yeah.
All right. Nathan will stroll back. Then I'm assuming if you're within yelling distance, Red kind of just points at the building and puts out the fire.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, like I asked him to do. Okay, good to know.
And I hope you don't mind, said Red.
No, I find that remarkably convenient at this point. Thank you.
All right. And Nathan heads into the building.
I'll follow when everybody else is away because I want to sweep.
Okay, cool. So, just to, again, give us this... Everybody's here, good. Just to give us this view again, you're saying that everybody is gone away, and Nathan going back into the building. These guys, both Gotrek and Senate, are off the map here with everybody, quote unquote everybody. The people that are left are there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you take down the bubble or no?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would give them I haven't screwed you so far, so don't screw me, and no one gets screwed, and we're all better off.
All right. Cool. And we still have some netted, and this power armor is just slowly walking. He's still on the map here. So what is the plan there, Sir Luke and friend?
I'm following them out. So if they do something stupid, then
So we're taking the nets off of the other guys?
That's what I said. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So once that net comes off, this guy just takes to the sky.
Like out.
Like, yeah, straight up
Direction.
and
Out.
yeah, to the sky and away. This guy heads over to the other power armor here and says, "Come on, man, what's the matter with you? Why are you dragging?"
He's a little confused and disoriented. That's why.
Yeah, can't you
You can't know
do
that?
something about that? Well, he looks confused and disoriented.
Oh, okay.
Like he looks like he's staggering around, not knowing which direction to go, and right, kind of in a very S-shaped line as he staggers back and forth and around. He doesn't know which
I'm
way's
sure
up.
it will wear off eventually. There's nothing I can do, but it will wear off. I'm sure.
Right, and he grabs him by the helmet and says, "Find me." And he rocket jumps up and past, like, over some buildings. He just,
What?
yeah, it's got rocket propelled jumping. So it can go 100 feet high and 200 feet across.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so he clears some buildings in this direction. And you hear a couple rocket blasts as well, and he takes off. The juicers, they're a blur. They just run. And, yeah, they kind of split up. One goes south, one goes north. And they can easily outrun Sir Luke, who's damn fast. So,
And I hear they're taller than him, too.
not a that's decidedly not true.
yeah.
Well, I guess we'll. So everyone's gone then. Out of our.
Everybody else has walked off, yeah. They've gone pretty far ahead. You can run to catch up with them if you
Cool.
like, or...
Well, grab some weapons here and probably like store them somewhere. That'd be a good idea. That they've left behind.
I'm going to follow them out to make sure that they all leave.
Okay. So
Yes,
you're...
I will clean up then.
Apparently
There's a
you
whole
are...
bunch of weapons just sitting here.
Well, Portland, you could talk to the. I'm willing to bet that the old mayor and the others might be in sight. Well, not sight, but they might have been witnessing what's going on potentially.
There's at least one partial mechanic still in the area that's not able to help.
Oh,
Yeah, the minute they could, they would have run, I think. It looked like, and gotten cover somewhere.
Yeah.
So they might be in an alley somewhere or something like that. They're not just going to be hanging out on the road.
Portland, I'll be back and I'll help you carry all the weapons. I just want to make sure they're out.
Okay. Sounds good.
All
If
right.
anyone can hear me, can you please grab a weapon? This will be a lot faster.
All right. Yeah, you start picking up weapons in the street there. And so the three of you then are escorting the rest out of town.
40 dudes.
Yeah. They're walking out of town, and I think this is where we're going to leave this one, and we'll pick it up next time. So I'm Magnum Pi, and I'm here with Tegu, Golgotha, Vahilo, and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative 0.